Hey,
It's okay.
desktop audio is back up. We have music and voices of our guests. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So the original plan was going to be to go to the Kanji would go to the restaurant while Bosco goes out and rounds up survivors, takes them there. It doesn't seem like there are survivors, so maybe Bosco come with Kanji, please.
Yeah, if there ain't no survivors left, you're gonna need as much defending as we can get.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maybe now that we're at a closer level, try and reach out to the fire lilies again.
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay.
Bosco will use his communication with the plants to try to see if there's anybody out there that's, well, still alive, really. Let's see, I got a 23 plus my 30. 53?
Well, a good deal of them also went to the festival. But you can feel that there are indeed several people who are still alive there at the festival. It seems that some of them are in hiding, some of them are running for the upper levels as well. But that is what you sense. Among them, some of Lady Drake's sentient plants and flowers who have seemed to help direct people toward like the edge of the festival and kind of along the wall of flowers that is the vertical gardens and up to the elite ring. But yeah, that's what you pick up from that. There are some people who are alive, and the ones who are either hiding or on the move. There's not really any plants to pick up on from Kanji's restaurant, so it's kind of just a dead area that you'll have to find out when you get there.
Is Bosco able to detect the presence of other things which have also been infected with the magnolia? I.e., am I able to differentiate monsters from people?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Heck yeah.
There are a lot more monsters than people now.
Okay, that was the answer I was not hoping for.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
On this.
It's not great. There are indeed some monsters that are in the restaurant, and they seem to be seeking something.
Okay. Kanji, I can feel the flowers out here, and I can feel other things too. It looks like we ain't out of the woods yet, so to speak. There's still survivors at the festival, but it looks like there ain't many, and there's a whole lot more than monsters around.
Can you tell if Lena's okay?
Let me see. I'll
Roll
go
for
ahead
me.
and roll
That's
specifically
something
for
very specific.
I don't know, God, can I?
For Lena specifically, I was able to roll a 69. There you go.
Nice. Just
Nice.
for kanji. Just for kanji.
Just for
I'll let
kanji.
that be. Yes. It seems that Lena is kind of stationed near the stairs, kind of alongside the vertical gardens, and she's been one of the people who has been trying to direct them upward toward the elite ring. So she is deep in the festival right now.
Last
She's
suggestion.
in the midst of it.
I don't know how capable you are using that arm of yours to communicate with the fire lilies, but can you direct their efforts to the survivors up to the upper levels is probably the better bet at this point, to the mansion. But anyone who is brave enough to help start leading more of the werewolves to the restaurant.
All right. I'll go ahead and roll again then. All right, I got a 57 to send out a message. I'm gonna try to send out the message: survivors to 1001 Spruce. Defend yourselves with silver.
All right, you actually pulled that off.
Nice.
Lena 1 holds back a shriek as the flower beside her grows a mouth and starts speaking words.
Yes.
The second thing she does is, "Oh my God! Can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you, Lena.
There's someone here. He's killing
It's
everyone."
Bosco. Oh, that one's not Bosco. Who is it?
He's some sort of dark elf or and he's surrounded by monsters. Shit, I've got to go. And that's all. That's all you hear.
Lena's still out there. She and the flowers, well, they're being told to direct everybody. I think that's really all I can do.
Okay. Now, how do we get them to the restaurant?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you didn't want me to say that in the message too, didn't you?
At this point, most of them do seem to be closer to the upper rings than the restaurant, because the vertical gardens are right beside the stairs. You will note that there's a lot of living things, like kind of at the top of the stairs.
I want to make it clear, it's not the survivors I want at the restaurant at this point. I want to lead the werewolves there. That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do.
Gotcha.
Well, she did say a dark elf was up there. Dark elf, not a monster. Maybe that's the one controlling them. If I can maybe get his attention, maybe we could do that.
That's probably the best bet.
You can try. Are you gonna try and reach out to him through the Magnolia stuff as well?
I don't know if I'd want to reach out to him through the Magnolia or if I'd want to bait him. I mean, we'd have to get there first for me to do that, though.
Gotcha. Okay. Then
It's a
I
risk.
assume you are. Are you stopping off at the kitchen first?
I think we have to.
Okay.
If this prep is gonna work at all. Unless Bosco disagrees.
I think we got to do what we got to do.
Okay.
All right. Then let's get our map set for the kitchens. Handeth lands on the top of the restaurant. So Kanji would know, okay, from here you can get down into the main dining area of the higher class section, and then you could get back into the kitchen. Handeth looks very concerned and worried. Look, I don't know if it'd be a good idea for me to wait here, or should I try and go back and find your friends, or?
You don't want to be here.
Oh, you don't want to be here.
He nods and he's like, "It's been an honor. I hope it goes well. Get the hell off of my balloon."
Kanji is already off the balloon.
With pleasure.
And with that, he is actually going to head down to start trying to find the other group. But meanwhile, you guys, do you do anything before you walk into the dining area, or are we just going right in?
I mean, peering through one of the windows probably wouldn't go amiss.
Okay.
I mean, we know for sure there's some monsters in there because I could feel them.
So you're on the top floor, and you do look in through the windows, and it is, even up here, a bloodbath. There are indistinguishable, from the elite rings to lower class people who tried to escape, from regulars to workers here. There are people who are just kind of torn asunder, and of course the kitchen doors, through there. That's where Bosco would be feeling the werewolves looking for something.
Bosco will try to lower his voice so as to not attract undue attention, and point to the kitchen and says, "There's monsters in there, Kanji. I don't know exactly how many, but they seem to be intent on finding something. You know of anything they might be on the lookout for?"
Do I know of anything they might be on the lookout for? That's a good question.
It's your restaurant, man.
Survivors is my thought.
I don't think there's any survivors in there. I didn't feel anybody but the monsters.
I don't think they care too much about money or my notes.
There any kind of ingredients that might be, I don't know, useful for a ritual? Kanji?
Oh, only what I got on me. Kanji says, tapping at the magnolia in his breast pocket.
I don't know what they're looking for, but the fact that they're looking for it means we should probably try to prevent them from getting it.
That's the plan. I guess Kanji shrugs and kicks open the door.
Okay, you
All right.
kick open the door and you hear kind of a ruckus in the kitchen.
Hey assholes, where's your table manners?
Nothing's coming through for you just yet. But yeah, you know that everything is happening here in the kitchen. Are you gonna go there? I assume.
I mean, I shouted in the direction of the kitchen, but
Gotcha. I mean, you know what? Just for funsies. Just for funsies. Let's go ahead and I can play with that. One of the werewolves from back there, and you of course sense that there's another one back there, Bosco, but one of them kind of comes through the door, kind of prowling around and sees both of you here. That snarls, and it looks like what it's going to do immediately is charge at you. Roll initiative.
Okay.
So I am using my kicking skill for initiative, right?
You are using whatever is most relevant. So if you are planning to kick the monster, then yes.
I rolled a 65.
That is the case at the moment.
So what I'm picking up is you should plan to cook the monster.
Okay, so we have a 65 from Bosco and what from Kanji?
Rolling it. And yes, modifier.
Yes.
Yes, modifier.
43.
43. Okay, so that means that
I could have used those high rolls later, probably.
well, I mean, either way, Bosco rolled higher than you. So
Still.
Yeah, okay, so Bosco, what are you planning to do?
Well, Let's see. The monster's out, and it sees us, and it's running towards us, right?
That is correct.
Bosco's gonna reach for his 2 silver pistols on his hip and try to pull up and fire from the hip. And as he did with the goats, he is aiming specifically for its eyes.
Aiming for the eyes. Okay. Roll for me.
Oh. Okay, I got a. Let's see, I got a 77.
A 77 to hit this werewolf.
Yep.
That's a hit. It's a good one. You in a split second upon seeing this thing snarl, just from pure instinct, you pull up your gun and fire. And regardless of it being a quick draw, you retain absolute accuracy.
Nice.
That werewolf, its skull just cracks back as you fire, and it goes down. It's dead.
Well,
Nice.
that's some good news, I guess.
Kanji sighs, and well, I guess we keep going then.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
All right, so you
Kanji,
guys are
I
gonna...
picture Kanji and Bosco are both just standing still, being like, "Yeah, I guess we should go. Yeah, we should take a step forward."
Be my
shouldn't we?"
guest, man. This is a recipe for disaster, and I'm just a sous chef. You the head
To
chef.
the kitchen,
Get to your
then.
kitchen.
Cover me, Kanji says.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
All right.
Kanji kicks through that set of doors and then says, "What's wrong with all y'all's table?"
You go to the kitchen and let me just move your characters over here to the entrance of the kitchen. There is one werewolf and it was heading this way. I want you, Kanji, I want you to roll and investigate for me specifically.
Doke.
Also,
so that's using my
Also, I want to find my stylus that I somehow misplaced in the action.
anyone want to give me advantage on that one?
Oh, what was it?
The dice roll was nat 1, so that's 19 with my modifier.
Oof.
I'm
we
really
gonna-
distracted.
Are we gonna get any advantage on that?
I can do it. Advantage. Go, Kanji, go.
I would also like you to know, Fable, that I am giving myself 2 experience points for the customer service voice for my calls when I broke down the door.
You know what? You say that, but you know that I'd allow it.
I know. Oh, wait, I get advantage. Thank you. Oh, wow.
That's a good wow. That's a good wow, right?
It's a good wow.
So first roll was a 1, this was a 20.
Hey.
Okay. Well, first of all,
That is a...
most everyone in here, all of your cooks are dead.
Yeah, I gathered.
Except for Kevin, who got here late to wash the dishes, like you had asked. And he, you can see him just like peeking out of the fridge, like the like fridge room in the back here. And he sees you, and his eyes kind of widen because this werewolf was heading this way. So you have one person left, who is
Fantastic.
who is still alive and hiding.
And 0.
Whose move is it?
I already moved.
Oh,
Yep. I just gave that
Yes,
for
I'm-
free since it was like a, it's your restaurant. Figure you can like
Okay.
size things up. pretty immediately.
So is the werewolf looking at me, or is it still looking at
Oh, it's looking
Kevin?
at you. You yelled as you came in.
Yeah, that was the plan. I am going to try and rocket kick it, but let me know if it can work this way. I want to rocket forward, kick it, and then keep rocketing past so that I end up on the other side of the room.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I've got
roll-
rocket boots. Let me have rocket boots.
Roll for it. Where is my stylus?
Alrighty.
Kyle, you know this feeling.
I do. Every moment of art has a 2-hour pre-art exercise warm-up where I try and find my stylus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh my god.
What is? Oh my god.
I mean that's 20 total. So
20 total.
yeah.
Okay. You want the good news or the bad news first?
Just tell it to me straight, Doctor.
Uh,
How long I got left to live?
You start flying through the air here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you get closer, you start to smell that the stoves are still on.
Using my own damn mannequins.
So like you can like just in slow-mo, it's like your head is going to hit this gas first, and then once your full body gets into it, you're going to just blow everything up. Lucky for you, you're dealing with a werewolf with particularly fast reflexes. And it leaps over this middle island, and it grabs you by the head and throws you into the shelf with all of the plates. Just you smash all of your plates and get cut up kind of bad, but you're still alive and didn't blow up your kitchen. But yeah, no, all these burners still on.
Give it time. Anyways, okay. That's all I got.
All
All
right.
right, we're back to
I do
Bosco.
shout out Bosco. The furnaces or the stoves are already on.
Duly noted. Bosco is going to fire another silver bullet, once again directly at the eyes of the werewolf. Kind of his signature aim now.
Going for that called shot. All
Going for
right,
the called
go for it.
shot.
Go
Hey,
for it.
if you can't kill him, he wants to at least blind him. Oh, that's less good.
Ooh.
That one was a 31.
A 31?
Not good. Not good.
Just a reminder,
Yeah.
chat can give us advantages.
Well, it's already rolled now.
Oh, I know.
The
for
the
next time,
triple-
maybe.
The 3d20's advantage only applies to the never miss gun, correct? Not to the silver pistols.
That is correct. It only
Okay,
applies
then-
to the never miss gun.
Then yeah, 31.
31. Okay. You fire, and this thing again with kind of superhuman speed. It like dodges your bullet, like goes underneath it, comes up, grabs you, and slashes with enough force to launch you across the kitchen, and you kind of skid over all of these hot burners and smash into this prep table over here.
Question.
Okay.
Upon skidding upon the hot burners,
Yeah.
is my wooden arm, behaving any differently?
Yeah, it's in searing pain, and you catch on fire. Thanks for reminding me. No, I'm just no, yeah, but really, it's bad. It's bad.
All right, so we're on opposite sides of the room.
You are on opposite sides of the room now.
But it's the door leading out of the kitchen, which might provide some stuff.
Indeed.
So if I landed in the cabinet that holds the plates,
Right.
does that mean the silverware is in the cabinet directly to my right?
That would be correct, Kyle. There is a lot of silverware. You may have also noticed around this this kitchen, but I have crafted it just for you, as everyone who watched the streams during the week knows.
I pull out the drawer of the silverware and just try and throw it all at the werewolf.
Okay. I'm gonna ask, before anything, what you imagine Kanji's silverware is actually made of. Like what material? And keep in mind this is higher up. This is the top floor.
So this is the that's exactly. I'd say real silver. It's actually like he's got the nice shit for this like level of the restaurant.
Good. Roll for it.
Would that be with cooking?
You are indeed not kicking. So yeah.
Cooking.
You didn't see my facial expression, but it was like ah.
I think I'm just gonna have to give up on finding my stylus for now. Probably set
that
it
was
down somewhere.
a total of 50.
A 50.
Be noted that both Bosco and Kanji have advantage on their next rolls, so
Oh.
you have advantage on this.
Okay.
Okay.
So should I roll advantage for that now then?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was
Unless
redeemed
you-
before you rolled, yeah.
Yeah. I will mark it as complete here.
Yep. And then I get my advantage on my next roll.
I'll mark that next roll.
Is a bit better. That would be 58 in this case.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you just and this is you're taking the whole drawer and just throwing it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of okay. You do that.
It is as much to scatter the silver everywhere as it is to actually stab it with flying knives.
It does howl in pain, but more specifically, it howls because you picked up a knife drawer. Like all the drawers here. And a couple of those knives do land squarely in the shoulder and the hip, and it's gonna have a little bit of trouble moving with that. So it's probably down to more of a normal speed now.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's hurting. Awesome. And we are back to Bosco.
Bosco is north of where the freezers are, right? Those two lines there are where the freezer doors
Correct.
are. Right. Bosco will shout to Kevin, "Can you get out?"
He peeks his head out, and he looks at you, and then he looks over at the werewolf. And so it's technically can.
He's not asking him to
But-
leave. He's asking him if there is a safe route out.
Oh, if there's a safe route.
Yeah.
He points at the door that you guys came in through. The other door up here is a mop closet.
Gotcha. All right. Bosco will nod to him and then swap out the silver pistol. Actually, I don't want to ignite the building. Bosco will put the silver pistol away and try to use his arm to see if he can entangle the werewolf. Stretch it out, try to trap him, prevent him from moving. If
All right.
it breaks, it'll hurt, but It's meant to.
All right.
I have a clarifying question.
Yeah, sure.
Are the burners lit, or are they just spewing gas out?
They are. I'd say about half of them are. Well, like less than half of them are lit. So like, and most of them are just spewing gas out. It's a ticking time bomb before this place blows up, as it is now. It's very
Gotcha.
lucky that it hasn't already.
Okay.
It's a good thing that you have a very well ventilated kitchen, but that's not going to save it forever.
Hoping so.
I rolled a 55. If that is
A
well enough,
55.
I would. Yeah, if that is well enough, I would hope that the air from the arm extending quickly might blow out some of the fire. But
Gotcha.
I'll leave that to the mod's discretion.
And you did roll with the advantage, correct?
I did roll with advantage.
Okay, good. All right. So yeah, you reach out, and by sheer force of will, your arm extends and kind of grabs up this werewolf and cages it on the wall. And it kind of snarls and struggles, but it is immobilized right now. And yeah, that is enough to like blow out all the fires, but like, I mean, obviously gas is still spewing from them, so you know.
Yeah.
But
the sooner
less
you can-
imminent.
Yes, it's less imminent. It's not a ticking time bomb if you turn everything off.
Kanji will tell Kevin to turn off the burners for now. And as he says this, he's just going to do a high kick with the silver toe spike of his boot and just try and whack the werewolf in the head.
Gotcha. Roll with advantage since it's already ensnared.
Now, don't you go hurting my cage now, Kanji. I worked real hard to make that.
I need more dice.
Said every person who has played a TTRPG ever.
That is 34.
With advantage?
Yes, all of my rolls were over 10. It is only 2d20 plus 10.
I see. Yeah,
It's immobilized.
It is immobilized and it has taken a hit. You kick it really hard, and it is not dead, but it's knocked out.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna keep moving everything on this because the battle is over.
Nice.
It's
All
knocked
right.
out. It transforms back into a normal person, which is severely wounded, but
Oh, hey, it's
kitchen is
back
reclaimed.
to a person.
Well, after
You
you've
said
knocked it
severely
out.
wounded. I assume that means
Dead.
dead, right?
So they turn back into people just when they're knocked out.
I mean, no one's tried to just knock them out yet. This is the first time
Kanji
we've had it
looks
happen.
I have tried
Kanji
knocking
looks
them out
at Bosco.
plenty
Have
using
you?
brain bullets. Yeah, using brain bullets. That knocks people out.
Yeah, exactly.
I suddenly feel a lot worse about what we're gonna do here.
I've rendered several unconscious in my own way.
Mind you, it will be dead very soon. It's bleeding out. It's very injured.
Anyone we know?
This one, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Even
no.
still. I mean, neither of us really know much healing practices.
Nope.
We can either unfortunately finish this poor soul off, or hope they're okay and hope my cage there will maintain strength if it wakes back up. If he wakes back up.
So, almost immediately after it gets knocked out, Kanji starts going around, turning the fan on, prepping the kitchen. I've got a meal to cook and preparations to make. Kevin, I know you're incredibly terrified right now, but the entire city is in danger, and I'm going to need you to step up here.
Yeah, he's just kind of still stunned.
Kanji starts grabbing like ingredients, and it's like, the refugees are all making their way to a particular address called 1001. Kanji can't remember the address.
It's
Spruce Street.
1001 Spruce.
Spruce Street. What we need to do is get the rest of these monsters off their back. We need to get them here and make them think that they need to be here. And unfortunately, all we seem to have is your two pair of hands. Two pairs of hands, Kanji says, indicating to both Bosco and Kevin.
Bosco's just gonna glance down at his one hand.
One
and a half
hand,
pairs of hands.
one plant hand.
Yeah, and Kanji's making a tomato bisque with goat cheese. Don't worry about it.
With what goat cheese?
I assumed there was a little bit left over. A little remaining goat cheese.
There's no
There's
more
the
goat
matter.
cheese.
Okay, fine. It's lobster bisque then. That's tastier anyway.
Lobster bisque. It's lobster bisque with werewolf cheese then. Fine.
No freaking goat cheese left.
All right. Bosco is going to use his philandron to control his arm again and try to have it start separating off in large intervals to use as barricades.
Okay, you can do that.
And start blocking off the entrance into the kitchen from the dining room, since we know we've got the exit out the back.
There's also a fully stocked liquor cabinet, which
Good point. Maybe I should block off the back room instead of the front room. Blocking off one of them there rooms. I rolled a 52.
Yeah.
If that makes a difference.
No, you're
I also leveled up my philandron.
awesome. What's that mod at now then?
Mod's at 31.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Lovely. All right. Okay, so you barricade the restaurant and get to work cooking. Is that all? Is that all you're doing?
Kanji gave us an instruction.
Yeah. Now is sort of the decision of like, okay, how do we get the rest of the werewolves coming here? And that's something I think is more in Bosco's wheelhouse with the, magic arm.
Yeah, bit more lithe, a little less.
I got it. Kanji's got it.
Okay.
Got it. I've got a plan.
You could talk through plants before earlier, right?
I can.
What if you told that cult guy that we have the egg here?
Kanji, you might just be a goddamn genius.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Be convincing,
I got it. All right. Bosco's gonna try reaching back out with Philander and see if he can locate this dark elf. would help if I look at my rolls before I roll them, or while I roll them. Okay, 16, 56.
A 56.
Is that right? Yeah, 56.
You
One high
do
roll, one
indeed
low
feel him. It seems that he's almost through with what he had been doing at the festival, and he's climbing up now.
All right.
He doesn't
Bosco's
say
gonna send-
anything when he sees that there's an animate flower beside him now.
Kanji says, yeah, tell him we'll give it to him if he stops the attack. He just has to come here to get it.
All right, Bosco is going to through the flower say, "Listen here. All these dogs you're sending out, they won't hunt. We've beaten you. We have the egg now. And you're gonna call every one of them off, or Kanji's gonna make himself an omelet out of it. You ain't never getting it. You call them off, you let everyone go, you stop this bloodbath. We'll give you the egg. But one more drop of bloodshed, one more person turned with this magnolia madness of yours, you ain't even gonna be fit to shoot at by the time we find you. You understand me?"
Roll Philandrin. I'm gonna see if
I'm given that advantage.
All
If
right.
I was just watching, I would have given that advantage. That was pretty damn dramatic.
Well, thank you. And I'm glad you did, because my first roll was hot garbage. But my second roll, my first roll was a 1 and a 3. Second roll was a 19 and a 12. Which add that on to the 31. That is 62.
62, huh? And that's after the advantage?
Is that right? Did I do my math right?
That was with Philandrin, correct?
It was with Philandrin. So 31 plus 12 plus 19. That's 50 plus 12, 62. Yep.
You're watching through this flower, and you can see that around him, there's pretty much no one left in his immediate view, anyway. So it's a moot offer. And then he looks back at the flower and shrugs. "I don't believe you." He spits on the flower and walks away.
Anji, got any other ideas?
Kanji cracks an egg right next to Bosco's ear, hoping it comes out.
He said he left.
He already walked away. Yeah.
Well, now Bosco's covered in busted egg.
Bosco just has yolk
Kanji,
kind of
I wish I could say
dripping
this was the
through
first
the
time you just dropped
branches
an
of
egg
his
on me.
arm. It's like getting in him.
Man, I'm not gonna have my moment, am I?
I don't want to be cleaning this wicked wicker here.
I am kind of sorry for that, but I did say that I was going to be rolling all of these on
No, I got
live. And I'm like, it didn't make it.
No, don't pull punches.
I wanted it to.
Maybe next time I'll roll first and then decide if I'm going to make a dramatic speech.
I don't.
All right.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, this kind of ruins the plan again.
Well, I suppose there's one other option. He
What
don't
you got?
believe us. What if we make him? What if we go get the egg? Bosco will once again use philandering to reach out and see if he can find Jedediah and Ardent, and see if they were able to secure the egg.
Okay, roll for it. I wanna see which one you get first.
17 and 7. 14 plus 31. That is 45.
Yeah. Okay. You have your choice.
Oh, wait.
Which one?
55, sorry.
You notice that they are separated now.
Yep.
Which one are you gonna try and call?
I assume
Ardent,
that I can
you notice, is going down, and the Reverend is going up.
I'm gonna reach out to the Reverend.
All right.
Jetty! Jetty, you there?
I'm picturing all of these as being that one plant from the Harley Quinn cartoon. Is it Frank?
Jetty!
Bull's gun on flower.
Jetty, it's me! It's Bosco! Hey, oh, go on.
Yeah. Giant tree man. 3 times the size of that arm of yours. Took the egg.
You happen to know where he went?
The only place I can think of is he's heading to the top.
Any chance that in Bosco's searching for Ardent and Jedediah that he might have detected a large moving plant mass?
You know what? You rolled well. I'll allow it. You'd have to roll again to like try and actively see what's happening, though.
Okay. 14 and a 19. Rolling well. I hate these 19s, though. I'm so bad at adding 9s. I believe... Yeah, screw it. I've got a calculator. 64.
You have no trouble sprouting a flower with eyes nearby the Trent. It no longer has the egg.
I assume my mouth at Jedediah is still flapping away.
Yep.
Jetty, was anybody else with this tree creature?
No one that's still alive.
Well, it ain't got the egg no more.
Where is it now?
Ah.
The tree.
That's kind
Tell
of
him
up.
I'm making
That's kind of up to Fable.
You're
Is that
asking
something
about
I would've been able to
the
detect?
Trent, correct?
Yes.
Well, he's asking where the egg went.
Well,
I'm
asking where the Trent is.
Oh, my bad.
I can't
Sorry.
tell you where the egg is because it's not a plant. But I can
Yeah.
tell you where the Trent is, and it is currently at high speed, already scaling the wall up to the top on like the opposite side of the wall from the vertical gardens.
Looks like it's heading up this way.
So like actually let me switch over to the general like Jesper map. Let's see. I've made so many layers on this map, guys. So many layers. Okay, so yeah, so if the vertical gardens are over here, right? And if you're over here, then it's over here.
Okay.
Okay. But without the egg.
Yes.
So it would
that
seem.
is correct.
I mean, our next best bet is to just go to the top, because I don't think we can get them here anymore.
Yeah. That's,
Kanji says kind of disappointedly, but his bisque is almost done, so there's at least that.
no, I'm thinking that there's it had to have given it to somebody if it's still on its way to the top. So do I just go to the top, try to cut it off? Do I go to the top to set up? Or are we misunderstanding where they're actually going to do this ritual?
they're going to be doing the ritual on top of the magnolia, is what the paper said.
They are technically above the elite ring on top of the wall. So like, if we say, you guys are on the commercial ring, right? You're like on the ground level of it, and the festival is and all that. And then there's the elite ring, and they are up on top of this line here. They're at the very, very top.
All right.
Question: where did you say you said that the treant was scaling the walls from the outside, or just scaling the walls, but where? Like between farmland and residential, or all the way up at the top now, or?
It's that's a good question. It's on the other side of the wall. It's not on the city side. But I mean, if you were to gauge it, just because you could feel through the magnolia, I would say that it's actually closer to the outside of the commercial at this time.
Okay, so whatever it gave the
It's
egg
making
to
pretty
could
fast
be
progress
anywhere.
now that it doesn't have to hold the egg itself. And you guys did you had a battle, so
All right.
there have been some moving time.
Then
Well-
without any other leads, I'm gonna head up to the top and see the setup on this ritual.
Well, we got one other lead. That papers you found yesterday. It said that if there was any delays, someone was going to come down and with reinforcements. Maybe they met like halfway through. Already had an exchange of the egg. I don't know. Running out of ideas here, Jetty.
I'll go to the top, set up an ambush point, and wait for you there. Auden went down with Cassandra to get some reinforcements from the dwarves.
It's
Turns,
oh, sorry, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
it seems there's a contingency plan she's had for a case just like this.
Sandra's a smart woman. Smartest I ever knew. If she's got a plan, I trust her. I'll meet you up at the wall. That okay by you, Kanji?
I mean, I'm going too. It looks like our plan's kind of busted. But Kanji does turn off the burner with his soup presumably being ready at this point. Guess it's plan B then. And he pulls out the magnolia chunk he got earlier and a very thin grater and just like grinds as if it is fresh nutmeg onto the soup.
Kanji, what are you doing?
Backup plan. He pours the
Kanji.
soup into a thermos, and I'm just taking it with me.
Okay.
You know, I trust you with my life, but I'm trusting you with your life, and that's a lot scarier to do, man. We'll meet you there.
All right, I'm on my way.
All right. With that, since you guys are all heading up, I'm gonna jump back to Ardent for a moment. So at this point, it's been a while. Cassandra did not really stop at the dwarves for long. She
I didn't even think she was going to.
yeah, she's been walking with you downward. But yeah, Cassandra stopped by Krallinor's Krallinor Barkema, and at this point in time, if there was any doubt, there is no more. It's very plain to see that just the blood is pouring down from where the festival was, and Krallinor can infer what took place was to call it a massacre would be too merciful. He and Cassandra share a look. And she says, "We request Esmer's aid." And he's silent for a minute, having presumably lost everyone in his tribe. And he asks, "Are you sure?" And she nods, and you head down beyond the dwarven lair and into the ancient ruins once more. And you take a different path than you did before. You don't go back toward the same area as the cult was. You don't go as deep. But you do find another one of those underground lakes that happens to be here. And like one of the lakes that you saw before. It is surrounded by these kind of mounds that look like they might have been statues at one point, that were very large and that are kind of defaced at this point, just because of the age. And Kralinor goes up to the lake and he kind of scoops up some of the water in his hands. And he walks over to these statues very ritually, and he just lets the water trickle through his fingers onto the statues. And he continues that process, and Cassandra kind of follows him as he does so. And for each statue that he lets the water kind of trickle over, she says under her breath a blessing in a very old tongue that you don't recognize. And just all of a sudden, these old statues start to kind of crack and move as the stone falls away. And you find that they look like warriors from a bygone era. And they look to Kralinor specifically. And they say something again in a language that... you know what, actually... Ardent is one of the more studied ones in the group, isn't he? Roll to see if you can understand what they're saying.
Sure. I assume deductivism.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This will actually bump my modifier up, by the way.
Oh wow, that's cool. I'm gonna write
That would
down.
be plus 10, 19.
19. You can't pick everything up. But you can tell that this is an older version of what is the common language in Jesper today. It predates anything that is actually spoken, but it does kind of ring with the same kind of cadence that that a lot of the holy scriptures of the Temple of Tree and Egg are written in. These warriors, and they kind of, their skin tends to absorb the water as it falls on them, and you notice that they're very amphibious. They're almost more frog than humanoid, which is strange because it means that they're similarly monstrous to you, which is a rarity. Kralinor says something back to them, and they nod, and they too start to scoop up this water. And after releasing all of the statues that are around them, they go to the far wall here by the lake. And piecing together some of the stones that fell off of them, they kind of fit together this little puzzle, and then they pour water over it, and it breaks too, to form something of a key. And with that, they scrape away a lot of what is on this this wall and reveal that there is a door there. And just getting close to the wall, the door kind of starts to glow with kind of a reddish, like a ruddy sort of light, before, once they reach it, opening. And this is probably one of the, when it opens, you see one of probably the biggest rooms that Ardent has ever seen in his life. I see something on my camera. There we go. But yeah, it opens and you see this enormous room. And it is likewise filled with these statues, but far more pristine. And in front of all of them, there is one particular statue who stands at least 3 heads above the rest. And likewise, these soldiers go through the same process that they went through, and they trickle water over this larger statue, and the stone around it cracks and falls away. And it is at this moment that, regardless of what they were doing before, Kralinor, Cassandra, all of the soldiers that had kind of been going about this, again, almost ritualistic task silently, they stop and they bow. And I don't think that Ardent needs to roll for this, because she is kind of bedecked in this silver and golden trimmed armor. She seems to be some sort of paladin or royalty or something. Again, regardless, they bow. And she says in first the old language, something that you don't understand, and then she looks to Ardent, who had just the slightest bit of a delay on his reaction compared to the rest. You feel something kind of probing at your mind. Not like harshly. It's not like an intense sort of attack on you. But there is something that's like kind of trying to feel its way around your head. As
He
she's
will let it happen.
there's a moment of silence, and then she speaks in your tongue. Ardent, I do not believe that you are a monster. Why have you called me?
Because there are those here that would seek to unleash that which are monsters.
How?
Through the magnolia roots, they've begun transforming people into beasts and using the beasts to slay everyone, and then seek to use the egg from the tree and egg to rebirth the old ones.
Her eyes only widen at the mention of the egg. Are you at war?
It certainly feels like war.
She looks to Kralinor and Cassandra. And she says, "How many?" And Cassandra just starts crying again. And she says, "Everyone." And that is all that Queen Esmer, for you recognize her name after she's been in your mind. That is all she needs. She waves one hand, and the soldiers get back up, and they start reviving all of the just rows and rows and rows of soldiers behind her. And she walks by Ardent and just barely lays a hand on him as she walks by, and you feel revivified. You feel the kind of hole in your gut just immediately start to mend and heal back stronger than it was before. There is more magic in this one person's fingertips than anyone you have met here in Jesper today. Come on, then. We have a war to win.
Arden just kind of inhales, pulls out his revolver, and reloads it.
And Cassandra, for just a second, like, she seems kind of stunned because she's heard of this, right? But she doesn't really know how to conduct herself in this situation. It's still new. It's more of a thing that is passed down from priestess to priestess. And she says, "But what are we going to do about the people? What are you fighting for?" And she pauses and looks back, kind of confused that Cassandra doesn't know what the egg is for. And she kind of scoffs and says, "Well, if we get the Phoenix back, then we can get the rest of the city back, right?" And then she keeps on walking. And that is all. Before we go back to the rest of the people who are already heading up, does Ardent do anything else or say anything else?
He probably takes he would kneel down by the water and just kind of like push his hand through gently. Get up. Just lock eyes with Cassandra, make sure she's emotionally okay, at least to move on or to move forward.
She seems a bit more determined after hearing that they have a chance to save everyone. And she wholeheartedly, religiously believes that Cassandra, that Esmer can use the egg in such a way that is more powerful than the cult ever could, that could indeed save the city. So she is kind of filled with determination. As you touch the water, you kind of do feel this magical energy that seems to be attached to something much larger than Jesper, that clearly Esmer knows how to channel, but that you have not really encountered before. But it seems so much bigger than anything else that you've ever seen or felt when you touch the water. And for a moment, you feel connected. You feel everything happening in the city. You feel your friends above, traveling upward on the same mission as you are. And in a flash, that feeling is gone. I will also note, when Ardent does that, as you are traveling up, you do feel something just kind of twinge in your minds and hearts. Something touched you and then left. I will say that Bosco would feel it more clearly than anyone and would recognize, oh shit, that was Ardent. What the hell is going on?
Would he relay this information to Kanji, or... Well, I guess Jedediah is not there yet.
We got a song request from Abnerdoodle for Millennium Wizard, and I'm probably a little late for that, but I'll redeem it. As we are kind of still working our way through everything. So I assume that you guys are you guys just going up these stairs upward? Or
Unless,
are you going up some
Balloon
specific
Man
way?
finds us.
Balloon Man was heading back down, so there's a chance he might find the Reverend
Let me
and
roll
bring
for
him
it.
up faster.
Y'all got good luck.
Yeah, we do.
He did find the Reverend, and in turn returned back to you guys, I assume, unless the Reverend wanted to go somewhere else.
Might stop by the flat. Change up. No. Straight up.
Straight up. And I assume you pick up Kanji and Bosco on the way as well then.
If we intersect, yes.
Fantastic. Thank you for catching the reference, Ironoki. You are filled with determination.
Filled with determination.
Heyo. On a more serious note, stopping by the kitchen did have consequences. Most notably that the people of the festival were already running away. And by the time that the Reverend is able to reach you, and by the time that you're able to kind of feel everything out and feel where your allies and where your enemies are, and try and use a couple of different plans, the screaming in the commercial district has stopped. The entire ground just of the whole layer is running red, and leaking downward into the rest of the city. The only occasional sound that you hear is from the grand foyer, and it is the sobs of people who are seeing that some great tragedy has occurred and have not yet run to hide themselves. Do you stop by the festival at all, or do you keep going?
It's kind of hard for me to say. I'm kind of frustrated because we did not accomplish anything we wanted to at the kitchen. And so it kind of felt like we just like made the wrong choice and rip, and I kind of just want to move forward to the next scenario.
Gotcha. I'll give you a bit of an assessment as you go up then, just with what you pass and what you can see from the balloon. By the time that you're flying, there aren't really any survivors. You note that the gates to the elite ring are kind of bent back as people had tried to like get them to open or move them before being slaughtered, but it looks like they were locked and enforced beforehand as a plot to keep everyone out of the elite ring. And of course, you reach the top. And at the top of the wall, there are the cultists that would all be there. At this point in time, all of them have made it back to where they had planned to be. I am going to switch us over to that particular map. I had a concept for this area, which is over here. But this is not the map. It's just giant tree that I drew. And we have the actual wall. I'm going to go ahead and put all of our enemies here because I do think that upon reaching it, you would be able to see everyone, since you did get the goggles. There's some sort of pale white looking cloaked human on the far side. That is who is with Dr. Amina Hayes. The Reverend would notice the Trent from earlier, who is a little haggard, but definitely all right after getting a little bit of time, kind of blocking the way here. There's a Moscanite or a kind of a fly person further along the tree. Seems like cloaked and robed as well. There is a... Oh, why is the... I can't remember the name of this species. It is a snake person. I can't remember.
Lamia.
Very Medusa-esque looking person over here, kind of looking over the edge of the wall and watching as your balloon rises. So this is the first one who's actually seeing you.
Is it? And sorry, is it an actual gorgon or is it just a snake person?
Hey. Yes. Yes. I'm not sure if your character would recognize that though. This is one of those again, Birth of Monsters times in this particular game.
Gotcha.
There is an owl bear kind of further in over here, and an Aarakocra or like eagle person kind of. I'm saying over here, but technically kind of flying overhead in circles. And the only dark elf is on the far side, all the way over here. So that's Malikos, who you saw before. You would recognize him, Bosco.
Gotcha.
They all seem to be kind of digging into the tree. That's what they are all doing right now. And again, the tree is sort of it's bleeding. I need Bosco to roll a gumption just to see if you can handle what they're doing right now.
13.
Whew, you just barely made that.
Okay. That's good.
In your head is just everything is just ear-splitting screams and pain. But you managed to stay conscious, so win. I will also note that at this point you do see kind of the shadows of different figures starting to fight below, and some starting to climb the wall. But I think from your height, you would have trouble making out exactly what is happening down there. But all of a sudden, things are stirring now, and they were not before.
Okay.
If Bosco does want to try and use his powers to see what is happening, I would allow it, but it'll be a higher higher, target to attempt.
Yeah. I think he would, but I think it might be a more of just a quick, like, what's going on down there? Everyone was dead. Now there's things.
Yeah.
So, an 11 and a 16. That's 27 plus 31. That's 58.
That's actually not too bad. Yeah, you note that there are other creatures besides the werewolves starting to climb up the walls and fight them off. They're not any sort of warriors that you recognize, but Ardent is among them and is hitching a ride up as well. So he should be up to where you are shortly. But yeah, you guys are coming up on everything. I'm going to move some of these layers around so that I can actually get to everyone's tokens easily. And I'm going to make everyone visible here. You all, let's see. Bosco. You all are coming up on this far side, in the balloon. And feel free to roll initiative when you are ready.
Bosco has a 55 on initiative.
Okay.
While the others are rolling, I think he would also inform them. That's Arden down there. It seems he's bringing up reinforcements, and it seems they might be winning.
Well, that's a good bit of news for the first time tonight.
I think maybe if we can hold off whatever's going on here long enough for them to get here. I don't know what we're fighting for anymore, but I feel Cassandra's still with them. That's enough for me.
If that's the case, then we're fighting for justice, if nothing else. You've been rustling up losses all night.
All right, I got a 55.
I got 79.
Nice.
27.
Mhm.
55, 79, 57. Okay, that means that, well, with a 79, you're going first. So it'll be, it'll be the Reverend, and then
Reverend.
and then Kanji, and then Bosco.
All right.
Wait, I got more than Bosco?
Oh wait, what? Yeah, you got like
He got a-
two more.
He got like 20 something. No, he rolled a 20 something.
Oh, he got a 20 something. I thought he got. I thought I heard 57, 57, 55, and
That was
70.
Bosco.
Yeah, I got 27.
Gotcha. Never mind. It's Reverend Bosco, Reverend Bosco, and then Kanji. I misheard. I am sorry. All right.
All right. So as we come up and I see the Gorgon-looking woman, I say, Bosco, would you join me? And I'm gonna just shoot her in the head.
I think that might be the best plan.
All right. Roll for it.
9.
Can Bosco potentially give up his turn to increase Jedediah's role there? Like take him to wait and support him instead?
Sure. So, if you're trying to give him an advantage, then tell me what Bosco is trying to do to make things easier for the Reverend.
Now the Reverend said to help him shoot, so I'm guessing Bosco is preparing additional ammo for him to be able to quickly load into his multitude of guns.
Gotcha. Okay.
Silver ammo, obviously.
Reverend, I'm gonna give you multiple attacks this turn then.
All right.
Nice.
So you got what for that first one, and give me your second.
59 for the first one.
Okay.
64 for the second.
64. Oh God. You guys arrive, and if if they didn't know that you were there before, they know now. There is a scream as you open fire on this Gorgon, and it just, the first one it tries to dodge, and the second one you just cleave in half with bullets. And you see, first the top half fall off into the wall, and then the bottom half kind of trip and fall off into the wall. And with one fell swoop, we are already one bad guy down.
Nice.
I'd
All right.
say
All right,
good
a win.
evening, but it's not going to be one for either of us.
Man, I don't know the difference between evening and day anymore. Let alone good and bad.
All right.
And when, if I'm able, I'll hop out of the air balloon.
Gotcha.
Do we want to do
It's-
that? We've got advantage up here. Aside from the eagle.
Well, there's the Aarakocra and there's a Mosconite. So you've got 2 flyers here actually.
I think at least one of us being on the solid ground.
Fair enough.
All right. Sure. So you're wanting to jump off. I'm gonna say that you can do that on your next turn. You already got a couple of turns in.
Okay.
But I will say that at your direction, Handeth starts to move you guys closer to the wall so that you can actually jump. All right. I believe, yeah, Bosco gave up his turn, but in doing so, you were able to take out a bad guy right off the bat. That means that Kanji is next. What's Kanji doing?
I kind of want to rocket forward straight into the cultist that was leading the attack on the festival. That's the guy in the.
That's the guy all the
Dark
way
Elf,
over here.
right?
Yes, but
Yep.
I will. You have rocket boots. You can go fast. You are
We're
the
all
only
settling our
character.
debts tonight.
To be
Yeah.
clear, you are the only character that I would have given the okay to do that. Also, cheers.
I figured.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's move you over here. You take off and roll for me.
Let's see.
I really hope you make this because, not gonna lie,
And-
this one is also
Oh,
one of the
I think I
harder
just got
ones.
advantage.
Oh,
So,
You did.
That's
You
good.
got advantage.
okay, good. This one's scary. Especially this one's scary.
Can we double advantage? I'll redeem an advantage.
I'm not going to advise either way.
Fine.
But you can if you want.
That is 43.
A 43.
Yep.
Well, before I take that for sure, did you guys want to double up on the advantage or not? Like, that's a legit plan. And so,
Let's see.
I mean, one of those was a 20.
I think I'm gonna save them. I don't know if anybody else wants to redeem a double advantage, but I think I'm gonna save them.
okay.
Just in case.
I kind of think statistically, if that doesn't do it, I need double 20s to do anything.
Yeah.
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 Let's see. He This is a hard one.
I guess.
Do you want to
Ironoki
scream a
didn't do
cool
it.
anime line while you
mean,
rocket forward?
Ironoki does look like he redeemed another one, anyways. So
Honestly, yeah, please go for it, or yeah, honestly.
oh, you know what? It wasn't quite double 20s, but a 20 and a 19 plus.
Hey.
It did go up a little bit.
All right.
39 plus 10.
Thank
So
you,
that's
Ironoki.
49.
You're fast. All right, you are insanely fast. And this dark elf is just faster. As you sail by, it almost, again, it seems inhuman that it just like steps aside and starts to slice up one of your legs, just like cutting all the straps on one of your boots. And at the very least, you had the wherewithal to, when he does this, adjust your other foot and try and like clock him coming around, which he just barely ducks and gets away with, but you scratch over the top of his head and he looks pissed. You've got a scratch up your leg and your boot is loose. But both of you are still effectively fine. That's kind of about as close to a draw as I can get it there for this particular enemy.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're back up at the top of the initiative order. Ardent, I will say that you are kind of starting to reach the commercial district now. So in the space of another full round, I'll say that you're kind of cresting the edge with Queen Esmer.
Yeah, sure.
I'm also going to move this Aarakocra to show that it is flying toward y'all, because it is. All right.
No, it's flying towards me.
that'd be-
Jedediah's on the ground.
Bosco, would you prefer the aerial advantage, or do you want me, or shall I hop off?
I can't move either way. I'm on because I gave up my turn.
Oh,
Well, you gave up
your turn will
That's
be
a new
coming up.
round. It's a new round.
New round.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
So at this point, you're like close enough to try and leap out toward the edge, but you do have an enemy coming toward you at the same time. So
we still got Handeth with us, right?
you do.
I don't want to jump out of this balloon and leave him to be attacked by this Aarakocra by himself. Bosco's going to stay on the balloon and try to have an aerial advantage regardless of what Jedediah does. I don't know if it'll be for much longer, but
Okay.
at least he's going to stay up there for right now.
All right.
And I will hop out of the balloon to get a better angle and shoot the Aarakocra.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move you then. Okay.
Trick shot. Forward flip and double shot.
Let me roll for this Aarakocra.
That is a most unfortunate roll.
It is indeed, I say, about my own roll.
Well, maybe they'll balance out.
Yeah.
Oh,
52.
When I say
No,
something
he's
is
rolling about how
unfortunate, it's
badly.
for you, not for. I'm rooting for you all, not for.
Are you sure
not
about
for the
that?
bad guys.
It sure don't feel that way.
We got to hit an 80 to hit the Aarakocra. That's what he rolled.
As a-
52.
As a heads up, there was an advantage redeemed.
Oh, there was a
Tia Marie redeemed
advantage,
an advantage for you.
Thank you.
Okay. You've got an advantage.
And it was redeemed before the roll.
Yes.
Okay. A flat 60.
Flat 60.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay. Is there anything specific that you're trying to do?
Shoot its wing.
Okay.
Ooh, actually, if I may, I'd like to shoot it with the net gun.
Oh.
Ooh.
You do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The Reverend jumps out of this hot air balloon, and in midair, aims and fires with this net gun and just ensnares the Aarakocra, and it comes sliding to a stop, just just barely keeping itself like on the edge of the wall, but like it's very close to just falling right off. It was lucky to stay alive, and it is completely ensnared on that wall. All right, that was a good
Thank
turn.
you
You
That was
for
barely.
the
good.
redeem.
Oh my gosh,
That was
that
awesome.
saved us. Okay. Next up.
That'd be me. Well, since the Anacocra is no longer threatening Handooth's balloon, Bosco sees no reason to remain on there. So Bosco is going to jump down near Jedediah with the intent to land kicking the Anacocra off the edge.
All right.
And I guess that will probably require a roll, won't it?
That it will. We are in the midst of battle.
I'm gonna say, would you say that's philandering? It's kind of a finesse thing.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
All right, I got.
Hate to let
Got
you
it.
down, but I love to see you fall.
I also got a flat 60.
Oh, well, you got
You're
advantage,
shitting
so
me.
you could make it cooler.
Oh, I could. I got advantage. Fine.
Are you
Uh,
serious right now?
Did I get advantage? Yeah, I did.
Get-
Yep,
Yeah,
it's with
yeah.
the,
Shiny redeemed it.
twerking raccoons.
Oh, hot damn.
All right. In that case, I got a flat 70.
Flat 70. Okay. Well,
Flat
first of all,
70.
I'm going to mark all of these advantage rolls as used and complete because we just did. Second of all, as you actually flip out of this hot air balloon, your arm kind of extends and you both leverage yourself to make it all the way onto the wall and push off the Aarakocra in one fell swoop. And down it falls. Okay.
All right.
Wow. That's going better than I expected. Fantastic. Okay. Next up. I believe we're back to Kanji already.
Kyle, your
Yeah.
microphone's muted.
So, Dark Elf guy, it very much from this image looks like he is actually on a magnolia root now, right?
That's you. You're the one standing on top of the
Yeah,
roof.
you're the one with you're the one with high ground.
Oh, high ground.
Just a little bit, not a lot. I will also note that just for no particular reason, and take this information as you will, he is using bladed weapons. Just that's all. Nothing else. Just,
Okay.
you know.
If I am above him, then I kind of want to stick my foot down and throttle the heat of my rocket boots to just burn him in rocket fire.
All right, so you're trying to use
Well, that-
some distance to your advantage, and yeah, you've got. Okay. Give it a shot.
Will that move you at all?
It's kind of up to Fable.
Fair enough.
It will. These are strong. They're made specifically for like flying around and shit. So
That is 29.
29. As you go to do this, you lift up the boot and you're going to just throttle this guy. since he had already cut away at the straps, as you're flung back, it kind of flies off, and you have one rocket boot remaining, and you are further back now.
Does that lower my dice rank then?
I think that your character is capable of still using that. So I'm not gonna lower the rank on it.
Okay.
But it will go if you lose that other boot. He managed to block the flames that were gonna come his way with the swords, so they are red hot now. He's looking at you. He's kind of a mix of pissed but also amused. He does
He's
not
still
seem
holding onto the
scared of
sword?
you at all. Also, while that is happening, I will say that some of these other cultists do notice that you guys have already taken a couple of the enemies down and start moving toward you. And this one takes off and starts flying. All right, we are back up to the top of it.
What's the big guy in front of me?
That's an owlbear with a mace.
Yeah, an owlbear. Things are getting real. I remember my first owlbear.
It does seem
Never offered
it-
owlbear.
it seems enhanced for an owlbear. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, shiny. All owlbear.
What would be the best move to deal with that? Okay. I am going to roll a grenade on the bottom side of it and then shoot it to try and blast it off. Or
You
will
guys
that
are
take
really
2 turns?
using the terrain. You know what?
Oh, you
Okay.
roll this work into the maps.
I for the sake of honoring your skills. Your character is good at trick shots specifically.
Yeah.
If you want to try and throw the grenade and then shoot the grenade, I will allow it.
That is what I want to do.
Okay.
All right.
Tia is asking about the Aarakocra, and the Aarakocra already got just knocked off. My God.
64.
64 on the owlbear. And you're specifically trying to knock it off.
Yep.
Okay. You throw this grenade and just fire on it, and it like blows up kind of in this thing's face, and you see like kind of the flesh start to peel away and get impacted, but this thing is heavy. One attack does not make it fall all the way over. It just kind of, it gets a little off steady, and it like stumbles and takes a knee. It does not fall off. It is hurt though. You succeeded in hurting it
All right.
and pissing it off.
I'll take it. I should probably move further in, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you've got like Amina is all all the way over here. So yeah, they're still doing that. I will also say, now that we're at the top of another round, Ardent. We've got Ardent coming back now. I will say that you're coming up over the edge right over here.
Okay.
Our boy me didn't.
And you will actually be joined by both Cassandra and Queen Esmer as well. So you're coming in with the cavalry. Okay. Ardent, can you actually roll initiative? I didn't ask before, but I wanna kind of get your place in the turn order.
Sure. Yeah, you look good. It's okay. 68.
68. Okay. I think that's what, going to be second in order. So you'd be going after the Reverend. So let's just have you go now, and then we'll jump back in with Bosco and Kanji.
Okay, sure thing. So it probably looks a lot like chaos from when I first jump in.
Oh yeah.
Can Ardent
You come over at an explosion.
Yeah, can Ardent at all see the egg from where he is?
From where you are, no. Like this right here is like a particularly big, thick root. It effectively this is something it would take a turn to get over. You might see just the little bits of branches from the Trent,
I know that head.
like sticking up over it. But other than that, no. You only see what's over here. I don't even think. Yeah, no. You couldn't even see. You can't even see Malikos over there. You just see this section with Bosco and the Reverend and the Owlbear and the Antobian.
But boys, I brought some friends. Anyone spot the egg? We kind of need it.
It's not here. It has to be on the other side.
I'd imagine it's with Amina.
Right then, other side. I guess I'll try and clamber up onto the branch. Would that just be my full action?
Yeah, because it's
difficult terrain.
correct.
It's your good friend the Treant.
It's
You
my
remember
aunt's
him?
Tree. I
He
love my aunt.
Great ant tree.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna take your turn to get up there and actually see what's going on. So I'm gonna let you climb up here. From here, you do in fact see the Trant is here, and it of course sees you immediately because it was already facing this way and waiting for one of you guys to make it over. You see the other cultist, the only human-looking one, over here, and Dr. Amina Hayes also over here, kind of restricted enough so that she can kind of keep this thing moving, this ritual moving, but other than that, she really can't do anything.
Fair enough.
Actually, if you want to roll, I mean, if you want to roll like deductivism, I could let you like get a better angle on the situation.
Sure, I'm good for that. D12. Well, it's 18.
18.
Yes, my new modifier.
Wait. Which
For deductivism?
for deductivism? You've got a
Oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
D12.
yeah, that's-
D12 plus
dang.
11.
Yeah, crap. I was looking at this wrong. Yeah, Okay, so doop. Okay, so you rolled an 18.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's enough for this. Dr. Amina Hayes's legs are broken. And yeah, that's all you get from that.
Oh, were you thinking I rolled a d20?
I was thinking you rolled a d20.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. No, I was. It's all right. That is what you see from that.
Okay.
Let's see. As a passive from there,
Ardent will call that out and kind of try and quickly let everyone know.
that makes sense. I think Cassandra is going to go ahead and start coming up behind the owlbear. And as soon as you call that out, Queen Esmer is actually going to come to help on your side. Okay. Next up, I believe
That'd
that
be
is
you,
Bos-
Reverend.
Well,
Nope, it's Bosco Beauregard
you.
Jones.
My mistake. All right. Bosco, having now seen that Ardent is there, is going to try to run up toward Kanji, not to him, but like halfway there. Shout at him, "We got reinforcements! Get to the other side!" And is going to use his philandering to make his wood arm into a shield. He's going to try to start preparing for a sharpshoot next turn.
Right. So you are. So you're going toward Kanji, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. You say
trying
you
to
only,
keep right about there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was about to say that's about as far as you can get because you didn't have rocket
Yeah,
boots.
right.
All right,
So
and
just-
and you're preparing a shield. You can go ahead and roll for that if you want. You're not
Okay.
attacking anything.
Well, shoot. It's not a good roll. I rolled a 38 to make my shield,
Gotcha.
but
okay.
I'm mostly just preparing for next turn anyway, so I'm willing to accept that risk.
Okay, and we are up to Kanji. I will say that as you do that, the Entobian starts to come up behind you, and it's kind of flying above and behind you.
Gotcha.
Is the boot that flew off, is that within reachable distance?
I would say that it's probably like behind him at this point, so it'd be in this area.
Oh, that's even better. I'm going to shoot another fire blast at it rather than him.
Okay. You do realize that by doing this, you are probably going to go flying in the other direction, correct?
Yep.
Okay, just wanted to make sure we were clear on that. Roll for it. Because if you're firing at it and not him, then you have a better chance at this.
So I'm actually going to kind of specify how I want to do this, because you said it's behind him, right?
Correct. Well, kind of. It's like he is here, it is here, you are here. But it is closer to him than you are.
Yeah, I'll just keep it that way.
All right, so
and the best question, does this roll have advantage? I'm actually asking Fable because I know you said something, but I was kind of not paying attention.
I don't think
Or is
it
it
has
just easier-
advantage unless anyone else like unless anyone else awards it. But it is easier because you are not attacking an enemy. You're attacking an object. Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
This guy plainly moves much faster than you.
Yeah,
But
I rolled a 1 and a 3. It's not happening. So that's like 14 total.
yeah, yeah, no, he just deflects it and it flies off. It flies off the edge of the wall. And you are on your ass just a bit further away now.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to make it a kit. It doesn't matter because I rolled solo, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say. I wanted that to go well. I thought that was gonna be cool. Okay, we're back at the top. We're back at the top. I believe that means we're at, let's see, it goes Reverend, Ardent, Bosco, Kanji, so we're back at the Reverend.
Mm-hmm. And with the owlbear on its knee, I am going to shoot the leg supporting it.
Okay. Do things.
Do my thing. $69. Nice.
Literally everyone.
Well, if you don't, you're not cool.
Oh gosh. Okay. One. I've got to write this thing down really quick. Okay. So you're shooting at its leg, correct?
Yep. Hopefully the leg supporting it closer to the edge.
All right, and you rolled a
69.
Okay. That's a good roll. Good. You shoot its leg out from under it, and it roars in pain, and it's about to kind of like throw itself toward you, and that is when Cassandra Mir comes up behind it and just like lays her sword into its shoulder, and it just screams in pain, and it like it goes down. It's not off the cliff or anything. It's just like she has cut into an artery and it is bleeding out profusely. And that is all for the owlbear. I assume that you've also moved in a bit more to do that.
I did.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure. All right. Okay, we're to Ardent's turn.
How far is the drop on this side of the root system?
It's a fairly steep drop.
Okay.
I'd it's not gonna be any less. Like the most shallow area might be 7 feet.
Okay, and what's the incline up going closer towards the tree trunk?
It's not as steep. Like it really starts to get worse when you get up to about here.
Okay.
So like no, you could feasibly climb that.
Okay, he's gonna try and. So his plan is to run up the root system as far as he can without too much resistance, and then power off and do a mid-air charge with his horns into the tree ant, hopefully pushing him off the edge or towards the edge.
Okay. Okay. So you're going up here and you're gonna charge.
Yeah.
Since you're thinking this out and preparing for it, I would say it would be disadvantage if you try and pull off the attack on this turn, but it would be with advantage if you try and pull it off on your next.
I will definitely hold and try and make the most of it.
Okay.
I know how deadly this person is, or this treant is.
Gotcha. Okay. Then we are over to Bosco.
All right. Well, Bosco's already shouted over to Kanji, so Kanji knows about the other side. Bosco's gonna take out the never miss gun. Wait,
Oh.
is Kanji still on his back? Or
Yes.
does Kanji? Okay, so I assume that means Bosco's got a clear shot over Kanji toward Malikos then.
Pretty well, yeah.
Okay. Kanji's gonna Bosco's gonna take out the never miss gun and try to fire a silver bullet right towards his head.
All right.
Actually, no, I'm not.
No, really.
No,
No,
this
we
guy's
have-
fast. This guy's really fast. I'm going to wait and make sure I've got a good aim. I want to try to see if I can get advantage on
By
the
the way,
shot.
next your next turn, Kanji, you'll get to have advantage. Iron Oki.
Thank you,
redeemed
Iron
one for
Oki.
you. And frankly, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That last one deserved to be cool, and I want something cool to happen.
Also, we got a little bit of a boost to the Kickstarter.
Oh, have we? Really?
We do.
Oh, that's cool.
I literally checked it 2 minutes ago.
Well, I made a small suggestion. Oh, we're a buck off.
Oh
All right,
my
I'm fixing it.
gosh.
I'm fixing it.
We're at yeah, we're at 68. All right.
The dream must mean.
All right. So and yeah, whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll.
I don't know if you heard. I decided not to fire, but to make sure I'm taking good aim, since I know this guy is so fast, and I'm pretty much walled up in my shield here.
Okay, so you will. You're preparing an action.
I'm preparing an action. I want to make sure this shot hits. It's got a never miss gun, so I assume that
Okay,
means
so
it's
here's
gonna
how
hit,
this is
but
gonna
it
go.
says it does other stuff too.
I'm gonna let you roll now.
Okay.
And then you can compare that roll to your next turn's roll.
Okay.
And see how that goes. In terms of, so it's kind of like a delayed advantage sort of deal. And
Gotcha.
next turn you also will have advantage because Shiny Zubat's redeemed for you. So we've got advantage for you next, and we've got advantage for Kanji next.
Okay. So my roll this time was 55.
Okay,
Just so we've got that recorded.
gotcha.
Also, now the Kickstarter has reached the appropriate funding.
Let me just refresh here.
Nice.
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 All right,
Well, thanks.
that's my turn.
All right. We're back to Kanji. Kanji, you don't have rocket boots, but you do have a guy with two hot swords, who's not too happy about everything going on, moving toward you. So he looks like he's about done with you. So I'm gonna say
I
he's
do
going this way.
have. I may not have rocket boot, but I still have rocket boot. Correct?
Let's see.
I don't think I lost the other one.
Let's see. You were not like firing the boot at the other boot. You were just trying to hit it with the flames, right? So yeah,
Yes.
you have one rocket boot.
I am going to try and rocket jump up and around behind him and sweep at his legs.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
Sweep the leg.
I'm gonna not use my actual dice, and I'm gonna use an online dice roller. Just for true.
Don't forget you've got advantage.
Yeah.
Y'all should have stuck together. This fight's going a whole lot easier than those other fights did.
Uh-huh.
Knock on wood, of course.
38.
It's all downhill from here.
38.
Mhm.
Okay. You let me find your token here. Oh my god. Too many layers. All right. So Kanji is jumping over him and then trying to sweep, right?
Yes.
All right. So here's how that goes. You jump over and he kind of tries to slice at the boot again, but at this point that is something that you have seen before. And so before his blade can like touch the boot, you kind of like spin around and catch him in the side. And he doesn't go down, but he does like cough up really, really bad after that one hit to the gut. And now he's angry with you. You get the feeling that while he is extremely fast, this guy can't take a hit very well. But he's still up. He's still up. But at least
Okay.
you landed one, and it did look like it freaking hurt. And he's you can already see that his posture is a bit it's less perfect now than it was before, just after that one hit. All right, we are back. We're back to the top again.
All right. I'm going to take out my buckshot and shoot out the Malabug Man.
It's like clay pigeon shooting, right?
Yeah. Oh,
This
wow.
particular monster is freaking cursed, I swear.
Well, I got a 56.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. So you're buckshotting this, right?
Yep.
All right.
I do like that I've just come to have an armory on my back.
Yeah, it starts. You spin around and you've got your next target in your sights already, and you fire on this thing right before it fires on Bosco.
Yeah.
And it kind of like you see this spray of guts kind of leave its lower body, and it like spirals down to the ground. It's not dead yet, and at this point it's like it's probably going to fire as soon as it can now. But it is grounded. It's no longer flying behind Bosco, and Bosco is aware of it.
Indeed, indeed.
All right.
Alright.
Next up we have Ardent.
Arden's gonna make his charge.
All right, and let me redeem that. Okay.
Also got a second advantage. Redeem.
So that's either double advantage on this next shot, or I get advantage on the next 2 attacks.
Actually,
Per
we've got an advantage for Bosco from Abnerdoodle and an advantage from Shiny.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got double advantage on that next shot. Whatever you shoot next. Just gonna
Sounds like
level with
Abner
you.
wanted to push it to the next round rather
Okay.
than immediately.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Just a second.
Abner's says I didn't realize that. So yeah, Abner's will be the next round after.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
But before we get to me, let's get Arden.
Yes.
Ardent. You also get advantage on this because you've been preparing your attack.
In the immortal words of Bosco Jones, yeehaw.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Ye crazy
Raise that
hot.
boy. Kinda. Like,
All right.
As a buddy, I guess. When we were adults.
With that, roll for it.
What a good one. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm confident. 1 second. Calculator. Plus 30. Oh, come on. I was hoping it'd be higher. 84.
84.
Yeah.
All right, and you are trying to push it over the edge, correct?
Yes.
All right. You're probably the only one up here besides Queen Esmer who could pull that off. All right. So after you've got this guy in your sights, Ardent charges, taking full advantage of the slope of the roots going back down, and you ram into the treant, and it holds against you, right? It's trying not to go down, and you find yourself stepping forward and forward and forward, kind of your feet scraping against the harsh rock of the wall. And after one step and then another, you feel the ant slip. And with this scream that sounds like wood being hewn asunder, the weight leaves your horns, and you watch the treant fall.
Oh, thank God.
When you say the weight leaves his horns, do you
I'm
mean
no longer
the
a
silver
minotaur.
caps, or he's not got horns anymore?
No, I'm
as
not
in
pushing
he was
anything
pushing
anymore.
the ant with the horns, and he is no
Oh.
longer pushing the ant.
Okay, I interpreted that very differently. I was
Oh,
like,
no,
pretty
no.
that's pretty bad for an 86.
Oh no.
I was expected to be pulled off
Made
the
it.
edge.
Y'all are actually doing
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I shoot it for good measure? As it's falling.
Rule of cool.
If you want to, I mean, you can. I will say it is growing further and further away. So
It's less about hitting and more about just
I know. Go ahead.
the thing stabbed me through the chest.
No, I know. Go ahead. This
Okay.
ant has made a vendetta with someone. Every single time I have run this adventure.
I am rolling.
Everyone hates this treant.
ridiculously good. Okay.
Everyone
that
hates
was
the
best
treant.
roll.
Everyone hates that dark elf that Kanji is fighting right now.
82?
82. That's it. That's a hit. You hear the wood thunk into its head, and it like starts to spin backward more as it falls.
When you
Good.
get to the distant shore, tell him to make room.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. We are going to is it
Bosco.
Bosco? Yeah, Bosco and then Kanji.
All right, so I've got advantage on this.
You
and
do?
I also take the higher of this roll and last roll.
Right. And
Correct.
yes. And Kanji is right behind the dark elf now though.
Yeah.
But I should be low to the ground because I swept at him very specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
like
just don't want to
your
accidentally
posture
miss and
would
hit you.
still be low, yes.
Oops. Okay. Oh, I am glad I have advantage. That was 2 1s.
Oh my
Holy crap.
I guess I get one
Yeah,
more
no,
roll. Okay, yeah, 2 1s and a
please.
9. All right, second try.
Please try again. Yeah.
18, 19. Oh, this is looking much better. 18, 19, and
Oh, yeah.
5.
Okay.
Plus the 18. So flat
Phew.
60 once again. All right.
Flat 60.
Yeah, I am hoping not to hit Kanji, but 60 is better than 55, so I'm using the 60. And Bosco is going to aim that never miss gun. Fire a silver bullet right on the back of that dark elf skull.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We have an opportunity for something really, really great here. You see, 60 just barely makes it after Kanji's hit on the last round. So first of all, Bosco pulls up his gun and shoots at this dark elf, and the dark elf like immediately tries to get this get its sword up, and it like hits the sword, and the sword kind of breaks, and the bullet just kind of lodges itself through like up through the eye. And this dark elf starts like
Ouch.
screaming and writhing, and it's gonna be falling backward toward you, Kanji.
Finish him, Kanji.
What do you do?
I catch his.
Kanji
and I get
has-
advantage.
Yeah,
You
Kanji
get
has
advantage.
Yes,
Um,
advantage.
I catch his neck in the crook of my foot as I bring his whole body down with a kick and look him dead in the eyes as I try and snap his neck.
Roll for it. Roll with advantage because you have it.
Right, I said I wouldn't use the physical dice anymore.
We do not trust
They
the
have
physical
betrayed
dice.
you.
While
you
Kanji's
have-
doing that, Bosco's going to look over his shoulder to the Reverend and say, now that's a trick shot.
46.
Oh yeah. After like both of those hits, you look him in the eyes and like for a second this dark elf's carelessness at you just for a split second flickers into the realm of abject fear. And in that
And one last line before snapping the neck. Believe us now.
And with that, there's a loud crack, and the dark elf goes down,
Yay.
Yes.
and we're back up at the top. Oh, finally! Oh my god!
I'm just gonna stroll towards the other side of the tree and shoot the bugman. Finish the bugman off as I'm walking up
Wait, so you're walking like down
Towards
or right?
towards Ardent, towards Amina.
Okay, so you're shooting from afar.
Yep.
Tia is cheering, which is the appropriate reaction to that to that fight. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was hell.
That
Okay,
was a struggle.
roll to shoot this Mosconite. It's down, but it's not out. Its trigger fingers are all right.
69 again. Bosco, quit playing with your food and let's go.
Yeah, you just in the most casual and fluid motion, like you don't even, the Reverend doesn't even look. At this point, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna be upstaged by this two, like this 2-bit newbie to everything that like not everyone even necessarily wanted in this agency, and you like looking at Bosco delivering the line, "Stop playing with your food." You don't even look at the Entobian, and you just cap it right in the head, and it goes down.
I love it. I love it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Tia and Abner Duel, you guys okay over there? You guys in the chat?
Did that kill a character last time you ran this? The dark elf?
Malikos?
Yeah, I think
it sounds like
Tia
it.
said the Dark Elf killed, I think it was Abner Doodle's character.
Oh no.
Y'all, I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna leave it alone. I'll let the chat do its
Yeah, we
thing,
gotta
but I'm
keep
leaving
going.
it alone. We're gonna keep moving. We're already over time.
All right.
Y'all may or may not. Well, no. Okay. So, next turn. We're to Ardent.
Could you give me a quick rundown of the individual that is standing in front of Amina? Like,
If
what
you
are they
roll
doing
for
right
it.
now? Oh, okay.
Um,
okay.
and at this point, you said you touched the water, correct?
Yes, I did.
Roll with advantage.
For deductivism, wrong dice.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Okay. I'm glad. Second roll was a 1. First one was a 10, so 21.
21. Okay, Okay. This was about to get very bad if you didn't make that roll.
Say what now?
This was going to get very bad if you didn't make that roll.
But what you're saying is you made that roll.
Yes.
You realize a couple of things right off the bat. This figure all the way in the back is definitely the one in charge. And he's not armored in any way, nor does he seem threatened in any way by you. In fact, he exudes this very dark magical energy, and he kind of raises his arms like, well, are you gonna kill me or not? Like it's he wants you to do it.
Mm-hmm. At the end of my turn as well.
No, that's free.
Oh, okay. How is... Well, I guess same as always with Amina.
Right. Whatever you do, Esmer is already like looking at the egg, and she's gonna be trying to get around to get
Arden will
toward
step out of Arden will step out of her way. He was actually about to ask her what her opinion is.
it.
I don't believe we should kill him.
She doesn't sheathe her weapons, but for the first time she actually seems scared of this particular one.
Is the egg in his hands?
No. It's behind him. He is what it looks like he has done is kind of hacked into the tree and placed it inside. And like at this point we're already almost all the way through the night and like the sun is going to rise in just any moment now. We're starting to get like twilight over the horizon. Which is something that, by the way, Ardent would never have really seen before.
All right.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
What's the moon phase at?
Mm-hmm.
It is a new moon.
Thank you.
Did Arden get a response from Her Majesty?
Trying to keep him off my back. I'm gonna go for the egg.
Arden goes into a full sprint for a rugby tackle and just tries to lock his arms.
All right, so you're not trying to kill him. You're just trying to hold him.
Grapple and hold.
Okay, roll.
And keep him under the massive weight that is Ardent.
Gotcha.
And it looks like I have an advantage from Kyle.
Just
You do.
Ardent insurance.
Ardent insurance.
All right, all right.
Can I get something? Please?
I'm gonna move Esmer over here as you're gonna do your thing, just preemptively because
Okay,
she's
second
gonna
one's
run
allowed.
anyway.
It's okay. Maybe. Pardon me for some quick math. 30. 82.
82.
Yes.
Oh God.
I don't know if that's good for me or bad for me.
It's okay. You do succeed.
Okay.
So you tackle him. He is you successfully do not kill him because that is specifically what you were wanting to do. I will note, when you reach him, he is way more fragile than you ever anticipated. Like, there's old and fragile, and this guy is like cold and paper thin. And like just when on your initial impact, you feel like a bunch of ribs just crack.
Ooh. Ooh.
And he kind of starts coughing up blood, and hacking, but also laughing. He's a sick bastard. But no, you succeeded in not killing him because that is the one thing you were trying to not do explicitly. Esmer, of course, as soon as you've got that, immediately goes for the egg that is behind him and starts checking it over to make sure that everything is okay. Dr. Amina Hayes, meanwhile, sees finally a familiar face and just screams Ardent's name as she finally sees him come into view, thanking literally every god that she can think of. She's clearly at wit's end.
I'll be with you in just a moment.
Okay. Wow. You all successfully detained this guy, and captured the egg. Ardent, since you're closest, you would be the one to hear, Queen Esmer as she starts whispering in that same ancient tongue as before. She removes the egg from the magnolia, and kind of holds it over the city. And as dawn's light starts to shine over the horizon and touches the egg, everyone around, not just Ardent, but all of you hear this audible crack, as if something in the entire world has just shifted. And in Esmer's hand, this egg kind of cracks, and something sticks its head out. This being the baby phoenix. And Esmer whispers a few more words of power and magic, and as she does that, Kanji, roll Magnolia, actually.
Don't roll the physical dice anymore, Kyle. The physical dice don't love you.
Thanks.
Looks like the digital dice don't love me either. That's just a 2.
Okay. Honestly, all you needed was not a nat 1. But since you're looking for it, you do see it. As this egg cracks open, and this fiery phoenix starts to emerge from its shell, you see the magnolia beside you just start to wither a little bit more. It kind of shrivels in on itself. It doesn't die, but it becomes smaller. And then Ardent, you would be the first to see it, and then next would be the Reverend. But at Esmer's words, something magical happens, and this phoenix kind of falls out of its egg and starts to kind of spiral downward into the city. And you start to see, by dawn's light, the werewolves receding, and you see the soldiers below start to cheer as just people who were presumed dead or parts start to kind of slowly dissipate into flames and embers and reform anew. There is cheering and crying as magic fills the city of Jesper by dawn's light, and the lives of those below start to flicker back, kind of as this outpouring of magic that doesn't usually exist in this world from the Phoenix overflows this city and overpowers it. The city of Jesper and the world of Atera here are saved. Is there anything that your characters would like to do or say as they watch the sun rising over Atera, over a world, as you note, is different from the history that was painted below in the ancient ruins? It is a world now unhindered by the old gods. The city of Jesper was meant to protect you all, and the people in it can live on. They get a second chance. But more importantly, that second chance doesn't have to be closed off in this hole anymore.
Arden sits on the edge, facing towards the rising sun, whether that's the inside edge or the outside edge, and just with his finger traces out a spot over in the distance and mutters, "I'm gonna go there."
Kanji unscrews the lid of the thermos of the magnolia bisque he had, just in case, and mimics drinking it just to freak everyone out for a second, but then shakes his head and pours it out, saying, "Oh, man, I'm really glad I didn't have to eat that."
Bosco is just gonna sit probably close to Ardent on the side of the wall, soaking in the sun. And for the first time in his life, he's not gonna say a damn thing.
Cassandra goes to sit beside him. She too says nothing.
He'll reach out and grab her hand. That's all he ever needed.
And what of the Reverend, seeing that there is actually a plentitude of places that he could go?
The Reverend just mutters to himself. When I got my new life, it felt like bliss. A new life for the whole world. Think I'll take my leave.
Before you go,
Well, hold
Reverend,
on.
y'all want some coffee?
Well, Arden takes out his gun and reloads it. I believe we have a high road to take care of.
An entire company, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed.
I didn't want to assume you'd want to be involved with that.
You ain't going anywhere alone, Jedediah. You got us.
Jedediah reloads.
I'd reload my boots, but they're boots. Kanji looks down at his feet, looks back up, boot.
Yeah, they so after some time of peace and laughing, you do eventually make your way back down. When you reach the Cardinal Company, you find that the High Robe is already dead, shot through the head with a golden bullet.
Oh.
A golden bullet.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well,
That sounds,
never seen one of those before.
Did we not? It seemed an
You
awful
did.
lot like the bullet in Mara's house at 1001 Spruce.
No, they were gold-like. They weren't really gold.
Gold-plated nickel.
Fool's gold. Fool's gold.
Right.
I guess the world, or the city guards may just never know who killed the High Robe.
Yeah, Penumbra has, Kanji's, making note. Penumbra has already ruled this case unsolvable.
Yeah.
Completely impossible.
You know, Kanji, I think I'm going to take you up on that coffee. Your restaurant's still open this time of day?
Well, got some stains to clean up, but I think we can make it serviceable.
All
I
right.
like that.
I'm gonna use.
So I'm assuming from the Phoenix whole deal that a lot of the people who were dead are coming back not dead.
Yes, they are. They are indeed.
Kanji's like, oh, in addition to the varying amounts of relief I have from seeing this bizarre sight, I am at least also relieved that I still have staff.
The Reverend is also going to make sure that the High Robe's body is just never found.
Well, good
yes.
news. There's chili on the menu.
Oh my god. Oh god. You do that. um, yeah, and so as dawn comes up over Jesper, the people are just waking up wherever they first died, realizing that some sort of miracle has occurred, and after the phoenix has performed its work there, it just flies off. And you your characters get to live another day and do what they will.
Do we go down to Penumbra's office and then just walk in on Regis?
You know what? Sure. And I think that is where our story ends.
That was an awesome story.
Yeah.
Y'all did very well.
Well,
It is
not
a-
by ourselves. Chat helped us a whole awful lot.
Oh yeah.
Advantage.
We did need those advantages. Like,
They saved for the important fight, though.
Yeah, you you got a different ending than either of the times that I have played it before. For the record, you got the first ending that actually won against the cultists, hands down.
oh really?
Yes.
Nice.
Really?
So congratulations on that.
Yay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you for playing. For everyone who is still here and enjoying the game, it's on Kickstarter. Fabledoom, like the system that we used for this, is on Kickstarter. So check that out with the Kickstarter command, and try it out for yourself.
Advertise what you can.
And if you like this story, it fits in nicely with Stories for Monsters.
Right
Hey.
between
Which is a
episodes
podcast.
9 and 10.
Right between episodes 9 and 10, yes. Thank you guys so much, so much for playing. I actually wanna give all of you the chance to to shout out your own stuff too, because I feel like I'd be remiss not to, because as I'm the main person here, besides Saberfly in the chat, who built Fabledoom, but we have some fantastic TTRPG players and makers and creators and just general artistic people here. Let's kind of go in order of actually what's on the screen in terms of the characters. So let's go Ty, Loopy, Wes, and then Kyle in terms of shouting out your own stuff.
We got a question redeemed down below.
Oh,
too.
did we?
We can. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just now.
From Shiny. If all the people Jesper were reborn, are they all babies now? Because that's so many babies, too many babies. Can't take care of all those babies.
Well, there were more monsters than people, and presumably the monsters weren't reborn. They just got turned back into people.
Yeah.
So magic is still a thing.
Well, I mean, they were turning
find
back
out.
to people as the sun rose anyway.
Ah,
You know
Joy.
what, we'll deal with that tomorrow if they are still monsters.
hi, shill your wares.
Shill thine wares.
Okay, yes. Hi, I'm Ty. I am also known as Of Metal and Magic on the interwebs. I have a website where you can find a plethora of content, honestly. You've got a couple of adventures, you've got maps, you have lists which help GMing. I'm trying to move towards system neutral or system agnostic content for maximal playability. So you can technically use some of this stuff with Fabledoom if you wish. There are tavern posters galore on the website, which is what I'm probably most known for. And you can find that all at ofmetalandmagic.com.
I freaking love those tavern posters, by the way.
Oh, that means a lot.
I don't say that enough, but they're great, and anyone who plays TTRPGs should be using them.
Next up is
Hi, Loopy Fritz. The main thing I've got... Sorry, excuse me. Main thing I've got going is a YouTube channel, My Friend Plays. I collab with Kyle and Saberfly and other friends on occasion to just play through games we haven't... we want each other to experience or haven't played before and are behind the curve. We'll be planning to do streaming soon on the same channel name, My Friend Plays.
Loopy makes really funny stuff, and you should check it out. Like,
I hope you all enjoy it.
you might die laughing.
Thank you.
Wes, you up?
I don't actually have much of anything of my own to plug. I'm just so excited to have been included in this game, as in being at least a small part of the Fabledoom Kickstarter. I can't thank you enough. It's been a fantastic time, and I really, really cannot wait for my next campaign of Fabledoom.
I'm gonna get one of those up as literally as soon as possible. It'll be a matter of getting another
Bosco survived, and I did promise myself that if Bosco made it to the end of this campaign, I would be upping my pledge to permanently make Bosco Jones a canon character. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to up my pledge, and Bosco is now permanently a part of Gods and Monsters. Or Beyond and Below,
great.
either one.
I mean, technically, the pledge is for Beyond and Below, but
You
I
know
don't.
what? He's a traveling man. There's
I
no
don't. Yeah,
gods
I don't.
holding
I don't
down
see a
no
problem
walls.
with this.
To space!
Canon in Terra.
Bosco goes to space.
He builds guns. He builds guns. He can build rockets.
Oh God, I love
Bosco in
it.
space. That's my
have a
new
robot
opera.
I
I
want
hope
it.
you all come
I
and
want
watch
it. Oh, I want it so
Ah.
badly.
you heard it here, folks.
Bosco in space.
Bosco
Marshall
in
on Mars.
space.
Bosco Jones, Marshall on Mars. No,
There
when
we
the
go.
rabbits
There we go.
All right,
catch
we
it,
are at-
and youngins need a saving.
And I would very much encourage everybody else in the chat to please visit the Fabledoom Kickstarter page. Charitize what you can. The longer you bring actually into this project, the more Bosco gets to root around in the world of Yispa with his compatriots here.
Yeah, I'm excited. We might get to see some of these characters come up again if we play any more games in Terra, which is extremely likely because I love playing games in Terra. Shiny is asking what Bosco thinks of the sun.
Oh, see, Bosco once had a dream where he left Conji's restaurant early in the morning for breakfast, and when he stepped out, he saw the entire city of Yispa, whole city awash with this golden light, no dappling of magnolia leaves, nothing, just bright and sunny, and that warmth and that gold was so comforting. And he wanted nothing more from that moment than to make sure everyone in Yispa had the opportunity to feel that warmth and comfort as well. And now that the magnolia is slowly withering away, he does believe there is that chance.
Bosco is not only going to be a marshal on Mars, but apparently a prophet.
Bosco's got a lot of talents.
All right,
Just ask any of his lady friends.
and Kyle, please shill thine wares.
Hi, I'm Kyle Newbridge. I am a freelance writer and artist. You might know me from several comics like Of This Light, which is a horror epic, and The Punchline is Death, which is a dark humor autobiography. But right now, I'm mainly working on a fiction podcast called Anachronistic, which I'll get a link to. It's really good. Fable does the sound design for it, and it's cool and stuff, and it involves time travel.
Freaking love Anachronistic. One of my favorite projects that I've gotten to work on. It's a privilege. I think I should have a. I think I have a Kyle command on here.
Yes, but it just brings up my website.
Ah, gotcha.
Well, I'm hella tired.
Yeah, that seems like the right reaction.
It's been a long night.
Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I don't know that there will be a stream like this one on Sunday, just because like we've got to get the next one in order. But I will have news about that as soon as I can. In the meantime, I'll have a stream, tomorrow night at like 6:30. So if you want to see more just TTRPG stuff and hang out and chat about this, please do. Thank you all so much thank you guys for playing, and thank you all for coming in and watching this and supporting the Kickstarter. We'll see you later. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Wonderful night.
Are,
Have a great
are we
week.
raiding anybody today, Fable?
We are raiding someone. Oh my gosh, I am so bad at this. Yeah, let's go find someone to raid. Oh my gosh. I would lose my head if it wasn't attached. None of the channels that I follow are live right now. I need to we're gonna blind raid someone, apparently. Unless someone else has any sort of
Abnoodle is suggesting Faint of Art.
Faint of Art. Sure.
Very
Abner, do
appreciate
you
that
want to tell us a little bit about the person that we'll be raiding then? While I type this in. I'm gonna go ahead and click this and get it started. Since Abner Doodle is in the chat,
They apparently stream art, games, and are pretty chill.
okay, cool. Great. I've got this set up. So we have either when we have Cyberpunk, who has been brought up by both Abner Doodle and Ironoki. You know what? I'm gonna make a little mini poll, and then we can we can choose who we raid. And let's see, Faint of Art and Cyberpunk. All right, and I'm gonna make it a very quick one because I don't want us to take too much time. I want us to go ahead and get raiding, and I want our lovely players to be able to have a chance to get a rest. So this raid is going to it's just gonna go for 1 minute, just 1 minute. All right. While that's going, I want to take a quick second to, by the way, thank my patrons as well for supporting the channel. Darian, Marilyn, Tiana, Adrian, Cindy, and Jay, you guys make the world go round and make this channel actually something that I can do. We got a tie. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, no tie.
It's still going.
Cyberpunk, and
Oh.
now we're back to. Oh my god. It's going. It's going. Okay, 7 Cyberpunk. We're almost out of time. 9 Faint. Wow. This is getting nuts all of a sudden.
Really competitive,
Holy
guys.
crap.
What's going
Okay,
on?
faint of heart.
Faint of heart. Faint of heart.
Faint
won.
of heart. All right.
I
Let's-
voted with advantage.
Oh my god, you guys are nuts. All right. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna jump us over to the end screen and get this raid going. Lates.
Have a great week.
Tough for now.